But that's what we want. We want your opinion because I think men need to know more about like what women think.
If you have long fingernails, you go fuck yourself with that one. That's disgusting.
Like I almost dated this really one guy who was hella ugly, but he was real funny.
Okay, someone that does things that are illegal.
All chicks are fucking babes and guys are just lazy.
A little biggie.
She just explained hypergamy. That's crazy.
I'm from Australia. Guys don't really approach. Bonjour.
Okay, or that. All right, I'm here with this festival demon named. What is your name?
Alea.
All right, so I'm here with two other women. Hi, what are your names?
Alex.
Alex, okay, and your
Nina. Eleanor.
Eleanor, like okay, Eleanor.
Yeah.
Eleanor.
Zarine.
You said that in a very cute way.
Yeah.
I also can't see anything because I have on sunglasses, so I'm going to take this off. I have a question for you,
Okay.
Sari. Who has it more difficult in dating? Who has a harder time of dating? Men or women?
I think, to be honest, to be fair, I think men. Because nowadays, like, women have more expectations.
I think men, because like
I did not expect that answer. Okay.
yeah, no, I think like women are pickier, and just like women get to like more dudes. I guess just like I saw a video about that. Just like there are like a few men that get like all the women, and like the men that are like not as like pretty looking because like the online
Kind
dating.
of like me, the ugly guys. Yeah.
Yeah, get up.
Very ugly.
Yeah, they don't get any women. It's like 10% of the men just like get all of them,
Yep.
and the other ones just like don't get women at all. I guess.
She just explained hypergamy. That's crazy.
Chicks, because like
Yeah.
there's only 10% guys are hot, so it's really,
Welcome to the real world.
really, if you actually think about the percentage, all chicks are fucking babes and guys are just lazy.
Probably men, because I'm just going off of statistics.
Okay.
When you go on Tinder or a dating site, there's less women, way more men, and I just heard stories of like men having a harder time getting a like than women. I mean, this is so stupid, but yeah.
Who has a harder time of dating?
Men. Men.
Go first, go.
I think girls, because guys get away with more stuff. Guys get away with more stuff, and girls don't.
Well, explain what you mean. What do you mean by that?
Like girls can get a tough time for like dating loads of people, or not loads, just a handful of people, and guys won't.
Like double standards.
Yeah. there
Gotcha.
you go.
Interesting. And you, what do you think?
Men. Because girls can just go out and like people will come up to them and be like, yeah, let's go. Whereas guys are more likely to get a no.
I feel like maybe back in the time, like, we wouldn't care. Like, you just needed a man that had a good job, makes like money and stuff. Nowadays, we want like a gentleman, someone romantic. Like, it depends on your standards.
Sure.
But
also successful.
exactly, I feel like depending on the woman, we have, even including myself. I know I have a lot of standards, and like for men, sometimes it gets difficult. But there's shitty men too. But like,
I agree. I also think like girls have much higher standards, or like they look for more things in a relationship.
Are your standards very high?
Probably. She'd say so.
She would say so. That's good. Okay, explain. So you have higher standards and
Yeah, so I just think it's much harder for a guy to meet all those standards than for a girl.
Everyone always levels each other out in terms of like, you can't all be the same. You can't all be like equally as hot in the same area.
Correct.
So not to be like everyone's beautiful, but everyone is fucking hot in their own
Does this
way.
apply to men as well?
No,
It's a double standard.
it is a double standard.
Why is that double standard?
Because it's just, girls are better anyway.
This is called psychology with women at festivals.
Girls are just better anyway. What do
Okay,
you
why
mean?
are women better?
Well, because we level up. We already mature 7 years earlier than you.
Like if a girl went out and was like, I want to go on a date tonight, or I want to find a guy,
Yeah, you
it's
would.
going to happen.
You would.
But you guys would never do that, of course. You guys are innocent women who don't care about men, only consecrated to Christ and Jesus. Yes, of course. They're here at Siget
Oh, it's hard. That's for sure. Like, it's hard because you can just go out there and be like, you just want to hook up, and then you don't care. You don't have standards, so like you can just hook up with anyone. If you have standards, then it gets hard, and you barely meet anyone. If you have standards nowadays, you don't meet anyone.
Sure.
That's for sure.
Okay, I have another question for you. What is character traits or physical traits in a man, like attributes or things? That's the best way. Things. What are things in a man that you find genuinely and deeply attractive?
Physically, I have like a good smile. Okay, like you need to have a good, a good smile.
A smile. That's it.
No,
That's all you need is a smile?
Than that. You asked me one.
No, I didn't say one. Give a list.
Okay, and smile, beautiful eyes.
Okay.
He's very funny.
Mhm.
If he not, I really appreciate like if someone says hello to everyone in the room.
I guess when they're funny.
Everyone says funny, but there's a lot of funny dudes that are not attractive.
That's the only thing.
What's the main thing? The thing where you're like, fuck. It's not him telling jokes. It can't be. It can't be that.
I mean, it is. For me, she literally told me like a few minutes ago. She was like, I almost dated this really one guy who was, he was hella ugly, but he was real funny.
Like his character, like humor, and just like the vibe that he gets.
What does the vibe mean though?
Yeah, like you got the right vibe. Just like, yeah, I'm like, I can like diss you, and just like you are gonna get back sometimes. Just like,
Like
oh,
teasing and
yeah,
funny?
yeah,
Okay.
that kind of thing.
Okay.
Because like my humor is like being mean to people, and if they, it's just like, oh the fuck.
Clearly,
like, oh,
you're a
yeah.
terrible person.
Yeah, of
Yeah.
course. Yeah, like that kind of thing. It's just like I hear a lot of men don't get that, and just like the fuck is she talking?
They get in their head and like really serious with it, and they're like,
I'm just making fun of you. It's just like it's
do you-
like
What his values are the most attractive thing.
explain.
So you can be like as attractive physically as you want, but if your values like don't align, you're not gonna be like I'm not attracted to you. Like.
What are the values you would look for? A non-bullshit answer. Be fucking deep.
Okay. Being family orientated would be a value I'd look for, and having a bit of drive and not kind of.
Let's say what makes you physically attracted to him.
Oh,
Let's
okay.
start with that.
Eyes, 100%. Eyes first, and then hands. If you have long fingernails, you go fuck yourself with that one. That's disgusting. Don't have long
She said
fingernails.
hands.
Hands are hot.
She guys here just for so she has a hand fetish. Just so we know.
Someone that you can trust, like someone that you're not gonna feel like, oh, he's gonna cheat or something, like this. Someone that listens. There's nothing worth having to repeat yourself.
Like,
Come in.
are we talking long term or short term? Short term,
Answer both.
no one really cares, right? Like, it's just the looks. Yeah.
Okay. What looks features are attractive to you? Be superficial, girl. Yeah.
I like people who are approximately my height, not scary looking. Not
So like kind of like
small.
black guys with tattoos are pretty scary, of course. And it's just the whole thing. Got it. I'm out. So
I think more like bold guys.
I'm sorry.
Bold guys are more scary to me. Our dad is
Oh,
bold.
scary. I thought you were saying that's your type, bald guys, but you're saying those are like a little okay.
Scary.
Okay. So to all of our listeners, if you're bald,
Our dad is bold.
and for you, what's like a very deeply attractive trait that a man can have?
Consistency and ambition. I don't want someone sitting around on your arse all day.
yeah,
No. No, no, no.
Do you like a man who can challenge you?
yeah,
Not like an asshole, but do you like a man who can push back at you?
yeah. Of course, yeah. Otherwise, it's like boring, I guess.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. And then long-term things. Like if you're like, I want to date this man.
For sure, like the way that they talk, the way that they speak about other people, intelligence, whether we have things in common, like this kind of stuff is way more. I mean, of course, like attractiveness is also important, but I wouldn't say that it's like the first priority.
Okay, I'm gonna give it's like an actor, like Cillian Murphy. Like he's distant. He's like he's handsome. He know it. Of course, he knows it. Like that's attractive. Like someone that is like a little bit distant. He's not like running after girls. It's like he know what he wants.
You do not know Cillian Murphy's
No,
personality.
of course I don't know that. Maybe he's like a
reliving
shit person.
reliving in your fantasy now. Just close your eyes and think about Cillian Murphy for 1 second.
Wow.
Think about it. Okay, all right.
No, but you know what I mean.
Should have been a black actor.
Oh,
Anyways,
a black actor.
Michael B. Jordan.
Exactly.
Is he attractive?
He is attractive.
Yes, win for the black people and all the minorities. Now name an Asian actor that you're deeply attracted to.
Oh, so many.
Cancelled.
Too many. Too many.
So how does how would you like men to approach you? Like, let's say there's a guy
I think
and that looks good, and how would you want him to approach
I'm
you?
from Australia. Guys don't really approach girls.
It's a great country, by the way, Australia. It was never,
love it.
just to be clear, it was never a penal colony.
No, I love Australia. I think honestly, just coming up and being like, having a chat. It doesn't have to be a big weird pickup line. You can just say, "Hey, how you go?" Well, every situation's different, but it's going to be bars, festivals. You just say, "Hey, how you going?"
Like, I guess, gentle and kind of like, yeah, that vibe that we spoke about before,
Mhm.
like doing that shit,
Mhm.
like that. Not too nice, but also not like an asshole, I guess.
For me, I don't enjoy. It's happened a few times when you are dancing and people like go from behind you. I feel like that's too pushy. I feel like the best way.
creepy little sneak dance.
I mean, you know, I way more prefer when like you sit down, someone sits down with you, and the conversation just flows. Like, I don't like anything that's too premeditated.
Come up to people and be like, "Hi, like, how are you? Where are you from?" Like, just basic questions.
No, you got to do better. Because if some dude is like, "Hey, sweetheart, where are you from?" Oh, where are you from?
It depends on your face.
Okay, so guys, the solution is it's all about looks. That's all that matters.
No. If you
It's
look
just
like
looks.
Someone that lives in the streets, then yes, of course I'm gonna be scared.
You see, I think in particular, like this festival, we're very much just like we're here to have a good time. Like I'm literally like, I don't care if you're Brad Pitt, go away. Like David Guetta's playing. Like don't talk to
I
me.
just think don't be annoying.
Yeah.
Wait, so the way so you're saying the way men approach you is the answer is never approach me.
Well, just not today. Not today. Not today.
She said if you're Brad Pitt.
Time appropriate.
David Guetta.
I'm literally going to like find a way to get Brad Pitt here, and I'm going to have him approach her, and she's gonna be like, "Never mind everything I said."
David Guetta.
You can even just pick a random thing to compliment and be like, "Oh, that looks fucking cool. Where'd you get that from?" Or, I don't know. Or just like, "Hey, what's your name?"
So basically, be
Anything's
chill.
Yeah. Well, I like that. I don't think you want to walk up to someone and be like, "Oh, you hot bitch" or something. Like, that's weird.
Oddly aggressive, but okay. Oddly, shockingly aggressive.
Yeah, and I don't like going up to someone and be like, "What's your name, baby?" Like, I reckon you just say, "Hey, how you going?"
I just don't like when people just start being very touchy, right? Like straight up. Like I would much I would much rather them start a conversation with me
Sure.
before they start being like overly touchy.
What are some of those topics, like conversation starters, that you think make a lot of sense and like feel really good to you?
Honestly, like if someone comes up to me just says hi, like how are you or something, I'm fine with that. I just hate when like I'm somewhere and people start being too touchy from the back. Like don't even like assume like what if you're dating someone, what if anything is good, like they just assume.
Sure. I think, because I met you yesterday and you're very cool, even though you ignored me on Instagram. No, it's okay. I can handle rejection. I've been rejected thousands of times. My self-esteem is in the gutter now, but it's okay. I'm doing therapy to heal it. Going to talk to my therapist about you.
You should. I'm sorry.
You are the worst. And we are leaving that in the video. Do not edit this out.
It depends on like the mood, the atmosphere. Like right now, the Neil
Concert?
Horan probably no.
Sure.
Yeah,
Okay.
depends. If I'm like with girls, I don't really want to like pay attention to another guy on the dance floor because like I'm there with my friends, you know.
Yeah.
Time appropriate.
Yeah,
There's a time and a
You
place.
have to like time it.
festival-
What is the time and the place?
Like not when I'm having a boogie.
What the fuck is a boogie?
Boogie.
Listen, we have an American audience here, okay?
We get, like, subtitles
No,
here.
actually, I have UK audience too.
G-I-E,
But even
dance.
but even the UK people don't understand like your Irish and English. Really?
I
They
don't think
will?
they'll understand a boogie.
A little boogie.
I don't think that's
One last question, and it's a bit challenging. Prepare yourselves.
Okay.
All right. What is the biggest red flag that you think a man that you think? Oh no, I'm not done. There's more. What's the biggest red flag that a man can have that turns you on?
Oh.
Okay, someone that does things that are illegal. That's it.
probably like a bad boy and you think you can change them is a red flag where you're like, oh,
What defines a bad boy?
like one you know straight away like he's not like I'm not gonna marry this boy. Like I'm not gonna bring him home to my mum.
I don't have like a red flag, but like something that pisses me off is that like I like men that just like are just like have broad shoulders and are bigger than me, because like it's such a standard thing. It's just like the basic like men just like bigger and like have broad shoulders and stuff.
But how is that a red flag?
It's not. It's just saying. It's like something that pisses me off because like I don't want to like think of that, but I do.
I think be the nice guy, because if you're gonna get with a fella who's a bad boy, you know what you're getting into.
Okay.
There's never a long-term thing there.
So just go to prison,
No.
and
Don't go to
she's wildly into you. That's all. Just go to prison.
No. Like, I don't know.
So like right before jail.
Yeah. Okay. Before jail.
What kind of illegal are we talking about here? I don't know, maybe be at a festival and do drugs.
Yeah, exactly. For example, in my country it would be do drugs. But not to the point to like you're going to
Not like heroin, but just like meth. Like meth. Any other pointers on dating? Random shit that you think people should know. And then we're done.
Don't assume someone's into you just because they're friendly.
I was gonna say don't assume someone's gender. But I'm not. Okay, we're not gonna. Okay. Yeah. Don't assume. Let's say there's a guy who is like genuinely a nice guy, but he keeps running into a problem where like all the girls that he's actually into don't really want him because they all want the bad boys and they want him in the future, but he's like, I'm sitting here and I don't really have any options.
I
we are.
I don't know. I feel like this
so
is
bad for
no. I feel like this is a made-up concept by guys as an excuse to why they can't
Oh,
pull.
I'm so guilty of that.
Okay, how do guys pull?
No, like as in they're like, oh, nobody wants me because I'm such a nice guy. No, I feel like that's a made-up problem that guys have made as an excuse that they just have shit game.
That's why I said social media.
For example, I'm not like active at all, or I don't know if you are. Not really. So like we have
The first not toxic women we have talked to today. You guys are wholesome. Wholesome. We should put like a wholesome here. Yes. Okay, so no social media.
No.
So do you have any tips for the men out there?
just don't be a shitty person. Don't cheat. Be honest. Listen. If you think about cheating, just broke up. Like, who
If you
cares?
think about cheating, you should just exit.
Exactly. Just
I agree.
I'd rather have someone be honest with me and have like my ego hurt than have like a boyfriend cheating on me. Like, to be honest.
Okay, so no social media.
No, we have social media. We're just not too active on
It doesn't consume your life.
Yeah, we have all like sorts of social media. We just don't really use it. Or we're not too active on it.
Gotcha.
Yeah, like you have like one post. Yeah, Instagram. Yeah. So.
Wifey material. You guys are cool. This was a great interview. You guys are very funny. Cool. That was a really good interview. We can cut. We're good. Okay, you guys are amazing. You guys actually give very good answers. You guys are very fun people.
Thanks.
It was good. It was a good time.
We had a
It's
good
fun.
time.
They do have very controversial opinions that I deeply disagree with,
To Christ.
but cheers
Christ.
to Jesus.